Friends, yesterday we have discussed about data models, and today we are going to focus on view of data. In the last presentation we have seen some multiple views at the presentation level, like why do we need multiple views of data. So that we'll see in this video. Before we step into various views of data, we need to understand the data abstraction. We know basically the primary goal of any data is to store and retrieve the data conveniently and efficiently, and obviously we need storage for this. And this storage may involve simple or even complex data structures. We have already seen about this in the first video. The first video is a DBMS intro. If you want, you can go and search there. Now we will focus on data abstraction, means hiding the complexity. Why do we need to hide the complexity? In order to understand data abstraction, that is hiding the complexity. Let's take an analogy. Let's assume we have subscribed to a newspaper vendor, and every day we are getting delivered the newspaper in time by the newspaper vendor. Let's imagine if there is some delay in delivering the newspaper by the vendor for a particular day, and if it is a delay, we are interested to know the reason behind the delay of newspaper. Let's say we are inquiring the agent the reason behind the delay in delivering, and if he gives the reason that his alarm was not working and that's why he was unable to wake up on the time, this reason is enough for us. We don't need to search for all the reasons, what he did yesterday, at what time he slept at night. So we are focusing on hiding the complexity and providing only essential data. That's what data abstraction is all about. In order to do what we have in order to do that, we have several levels of abstraction. In this presentation, we are going to see all the levels one by one. So what are the levels we have? Those are physical level, which is the lowest level of this data levels, and logical level, and another one is view level, which is the topmost level. So we assured that there are three levels of data abstraction. Those are here: physical level, logical level, and these are the view levels, which are the topmost level. And the topic now is various view of data. Basically there are three levels. One is view level, which is the topmost level, logical level, and the physical level, which is the lowest level. So these are the levels of, we have view level, logical level, and physical level. First we'll move to the first level, that is physical level, which is the lowest level. This level is actually the lowest level of abstraction. We know that this physical level is actually the database level. The physical storage is involved. We know databases are actually stored in the physical medium, right? It may be a hard disk or SSDs, any physical medium, and that's why it is the lowest level of abstraction, and it deals with how the data are stored, because the data are actually stored in this level. The database actually exists in this level, and that's why this level deals with how the data are stored. When we talk about how the data are stored, it deals with the data structures. It deals with the data structures, and this storage may be involving simple data structures or even complex data structures also. But please be noted that uses the low level data structures. In case we are storing the multimedia data in the database, then obviously the data structure would be complex data structures. And we know this is actually the databases, and these databases are actually stored in the storage medium, and this levels deals with the storage. So this is the physical level. We are done with the physical level. Let's move to the logical level. Logical level. We know physical level deals with storage, and this logical level deals with what data are actually stored and what's the relationship among the data stored. So logical level describes what the data are actually to be stored in the database and what's the relationship among the data. Okay, you got right. For now, just understand this level. The logical level deals with what data are actually stored, right? The physical level deals with how the data are stored. So logical level deals with what data are stored and the relationship among the data. And what about the data structures? For example, if you are storing entire database This entire database may be involving simple data structures and or even complex data structures also. But storing the data physically at the physical level, involves more complexity. But at the logical level, we may use only simple data structures. Just to see at the logic level, we use only simple data structures. How these simple data structures interact with complex data structures. That's what this point. There exists physical data independence. What do we mean by this? And we know this logical level is at application level, right? This logical level is at application level. This is at the application. Now the applications actually do not depend on the physical level or the physical schema. Don't worry about the term schema. In the next lecture, I will explain about the schema elaborately. For now, just understand the structure of database is referred as schema. So when we have the existing structure at the physical level and when we make some changes in the logical level, it doesn't mean that we need to rewrite the entire structure in the physical level. Simply, applications do not depend on the physical schema. So we need not rewrite the physical data like physical structure. If there is a change in the logical structure, because these logical structures are going to use only simple data structures, and there should be exist physical data independence, so that if any changes are made in the logical level, it will not affect the physical level. And obviously, who is going to write all the logic? The database administrator. What to store? How to store? Everything is done by the data administrator. Of course, he is involved in all the levels, but the actual logic is involved in the logical level. So this is about logical level. We have done with the logical level. Now we will move to the view level, which is the topmost level. And we know there are multiple views existing. And we know this is the highest level of abstraction. It means it involves more complexity. This view level involves more complexity, and we are going to hide most of the complexity at this level. Why? Why need to hide the most complexity? Because we need not to show the complexities to the users. Say, if a user wants to transfer fund from one account to another account, he should be given with the option how to do transfer at the backend and at the logical level or at the physical level. Multiple complexities are involved. We need not to show the complexity to the user, and that's why this level deals with the users and the access to the users. So granting privileges, everything will be coming under this level. And we know this is the view level where user is going to interact. So obviously the interaction with the system is done at this level. How the user is going to interact with the system? Through the interfaces. It may be a web interface or a mobile interface, simply GUI, that is a graphical user interface. Also, this level is going to interact with the next level, that is the logical level, where application programs are written, and as mentioned, multiple exist in this level. And of course, we need to focus on the security of multiple views. How multiple views exist in this level? We know all data are stored in a central place. Let's take banking environment. In banking environment, a normal user will be able to access his own data, right? A teller may access some more data than the normal user, but he will be able to give assistance to the customers or users with the basic details only. Now think about the bank manager. He will be obviously having more privileges when compared to the users and its branch. It doesn't mean that data are stored for every user. All the data are stored in the same database, but there exist multiple views. So this is about the view level data. We have done all the levels of the data and data abstraction also. Hope you like this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.